40 questions. Historically more inclined to... I feel like I've been watching too many personality videos, so I might feel like I'm kind of just testing into that type. I don't know. When helping others learn, I'm naturally more of a... I think I like to facilitate. I don't like telling people exactly what to do anymore. I feel that's too enforcing of what they want. So no, facilitator. This is truly how I am. I'm not testing into the type, I promise. I'll read what I have so far. I have historically been more inclined toward, and then I chose cooperation. When learning about something new, I first want, and I chose a broad overview, which is true, because like in math, like in calculus, I like learning through the variables. Like, yes, sometimes because certain like functions are tricky, like e or log, you know, natural log, those things. You will need a specific example to see how to get out of that. But other than that, you don't need a specific example to understand what's going on. I like to know what's going on. When helping others learn, I'm naturally more of a... And between teacher and facilitator, it's funny because, you know, I wanted to be a teacher, but I would rather be a facilitator because I don't like controlling too much. What's more appealing? Potential or actual? See, this is asking, it's basically asking, are you sense or intuition? But truly, I always like to see past what's there. You know? I mean... If you knew me in my love life crisis, you would understand what I'm talking about. My typical mode of operation involves relying heavily on my ability to improvise or planning things in advance when possible. Mode of operation. Do I like to improvise or do I like to plan things in advance? I can improvise. I've been molded into being more of a planner. My dad. I blame my dad. I'm gonna say planning things in advance when possible. Would I plan things in advance when possible? I've become more that way. And how? Well, texting people. Actually, no. Like first instinct, I'll say this. So I'll always say we're gonna go here, we're gonna go to Waco, we're gonna go see the dogs. And that's not really with a lot of planning. So I rely on improvising, even though I wish I wasn't. I'm probably more self-revealing or self-aware. Don't know the difference. Self-revealing. I feel I'm self-aware. I feel I am. I think I am. I don't know. I'm naturally more of a sympathizer. Yeah, I feel like I sympathize. That's asking if you're a T or an F. Oh my gosh. I feel like I'm reading too much into the test. I'm more of a visionaries or idea person than a doer. Yeah, I love ideas. If forced to choose, I'd rather have a great friend than, yes, one great friend. I'm sorry, y'all, but I'm tired of having just a bunch of people who I don't even talk to. Shade! No, I don't mean it that way. But I am really tired of just having a bunch of friends that I don't even talk to. Just being honest. When handling interpersonal conflict, my natural style is more... well, I don't like causing more problems by being direct, but being indirect can lead to more problems. but I do often start indirect, especially if I'm not very familiar with the people involved in the conflict. Generally speaking, I am more interested in working with theories or ideas or putting things into practice. Well, right now, I'm in the stage where I'm more into theories and ideas because I'm studying philosophy. I liked math. Putting things into practice is not that fun. So, I historically have been more focused on getting ahead. Oh, no. Historically, I'm more focused on relationships or emotional matters. I'm still trying to get over it. Like right now, I'm trying to get ahead, but I do often fall into, relationships and stuff like that. So I typically pay more attention to my own thoughts, feelings, or impressions, or what's happening with others or the world around me. Well, sorry, I'm scratching myself. What do I pay more attention to? Well, sometimes I zone out, so. But what do? Yeah, I do like to observe. But it depends. This question's really bad, in my opinion. I'm just saying. So let's do, I typically pay more attention to, I think I pay more attention to my thoughts, feelings, or impressions nowadays. I feel most myself when handling practical matters or lost in my thoughts or imaginations. Being lost in my thoughts. Historically, I've been more intrigued by the value or beauty of things or the underlying logic.
I'm looking for you.
I am here taking a personality test.
Okay. You have your mom's phone.
I do. To take the test.
She needs it.
How soon? Is she leaving for taxi right now?
No.
Okay. Tell her I'll give it down in 10 minutes.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, where are we at? Historically, I've been more intrigued by the value of things or the underlying logic and workings. I think the underlying logic because math, but I do like the value and beauty of things too. I think they work hand in hand.
Grandma.
She needs to call her, right?
Yeah.
I know she does. She always does.
Huh?
She always needs to call grandma. She always says that. Historically, I've been more intrigued by the value or beauty of things, which I think so, or the underlying logic. I think this is just a bad question. The wording is horrible. Because it's like, to me, I think they both work hand in hand. But I'm going to choose logic and the workings of things. When making a big decision, I mostly consider what will work best or what aligns best, with my morals or values. Heck, my morals and values are important, dog. When working in a group or an organization, I am often anxious or self-conscious. I'm in my element. When working in a group, I don't feel anxious when working in a group. I may feel self-conscious, but I'm not anxious. I can be anxious, though. I mean, it's not always in my element. It's just, I don't know. Ugh, I hate these questions. They're horrible. And another thing about these questions is there are only two choices. The Myers-Briggs on the 16 personalities. Yeah, I've been recording.
Whoa.
Hey. But the 16 personalities, it's like a scale, you know?
Yeah.
This one, it's like only 1, 2. I hate that. It's a bad test. But I'm probably going to get the same type. Who knows? I would describe my emotional life as rich, nuanced, and complex. Definitely complex. Rather than straightforward or uncomplicated. Huh? What? Because I need people to take this personality test.
No.
Yes.
No.
And I'm showing by example that it is possible. And it is good for you. It's good for you. My emotional life is kind of complex. I don't think it's uncomplicated. Which word appeals to you more? optimize or empathize?
I don't like that test.
I know, this is horrible. It's a horrible test. I'm choosing empathize. Because optimize, I feel you can optimize by empathizing. If you don't empathize, how are you truly going to optimize? See? It makes sense. Which is more likely to capture your attention? A new theory or explanation, or a new fact or happening? Well, a new theory would apply to many happenings, I feel. So that, I feel, is better. A new fact or happening. Like, to me, the new fact might feed to a theory. I'm reading into this question too much. I'm going with new theory. Yeah, because I remember I was so interested in multiplicity because, multiplicity, I'm not even going to say the hashtag. There's the hint. But yeah, multiplicity and related in math, and then there was Bezo's theorem, and then that was actually from Newton's lemmas about ovals and ellipses, so it's pretty cool stuff. I've historically been more hesitant, timid, and careful, outgoing, bold, and assertive. I'll be bold, but for the wrong reasons. Historically, I've been bold. Now I feel I'm more timid, careful, and hesitant. But historically, I don't like these questions. You need to be asking what I'm doing right now, not historically. I feel like I'm still bold though at the same time because I'll be carrying a sign that says I'm looking for God. So I'm still bold. In social encounters, I am more inclined to make assertions. No, I'll ask questions. I want to know, dude. I often find myself stepping back to consider how things are related or interconnected, focusing on my concrete affairs. No, I like to see how things are related. That's why, that in-betweener to in-betweener thing's gonna happen soon. What?
Maybe not take that test.
Huh?
Maybe not take that test.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Okay, where are we at? Oh, only a few more. Gosh, there's too many. Okay, I'm starting from 40 because I'm tired of going down. Okay, in my view, it is more important to be self-aware than to be self-confident. Okay. If you're self-aware, you can be self-confident. You can be self-confident without awareness, and I think that's bad because then people... Yeah, I think it's important to be self-aware. When it comes to handling daily operations such as bills, household chores, I typically have no problem doing. No, I hate them. I find it stressful or burdensome. To recharge, I feel my best. I need plenty of quiet time or out and about. No, I need quiet and alone time. Generally speaking, I'm more interested in knowing the details and specifics or discerning the underlying overarching patterns. Yeah, I'm a philosopher. Dude. Okay, sorry. Which better describes you? I'm primarily a down-to-earth person. An abstract or creative thought is welcoming break from everyday affairs. Well, what does that mean to be down to earth? I don't know, but I do like to be abstract and creative. With my intimates, I'm inclined to expressively state what I think or feel, bite my tongue, and minimize conflict. Expressively? Well, it depends. Well, it says with my intimates, so yeah, I'll express what I think or feel. It's not about minimizing conflict. When it comes to my calendar, I prefer to leave things open. There's 40, and now I have 34, and, okay, wait. I have 10 more. Well, 11, actually. Okay. Gosh, this test is taking me a long time. See, I tell you every time, these tests can take you like 20 minutes. I'm over here at about 18 minutes, and I still have 11. I don't like these tests, but I tell people to take them. But you still should take the test. Take it! Okay, when it comes to my calendar, I prefer to leave things open to maximize flexibility, get things scheduled to minimize future guest work or uncertainty. Okay, now, let me be real. I will schedule things, But I will ignore the things that I schedule sometimes because of forgetfulness. I do prefer having just a week by week. I like flexibility. When shopping for a vehicle, I would naturally focus more on its technical specs and functionality, overall look and feel. No, technical specs is kind of important. Because but at the same time, I do like the feel of a car that works. Ah, you see that? I'm horrible. Anyways, when it comes to helping others, my natural inclination is to offer multiple options or possibilities, specific advice, or guidance. I would hope to have many possibilities, but it starts by asking questions, but then it leads into specifics. So I start with multiple options, I think. With respect to the outside world, I generally operate more slowly and cautiously. Quickly and no, probably slowly and cautiously. When asked to plan for a group vacation, I would likely plan carefully and thoroughly, perhaps even formulating a timeline or agenda. Plan a rough outline, yeah, expecting to figure out everything else on the fly. On the fly. I'll do that one. Just because I don't really know everything, you know. Can't plan a trip if you don't know everything. And since I don't know everything, you can't really detailly plan a trip. Unless you've been there before. Then yeah, be detailed. Because then you want to get them in that same mood that you had the experience in. If they like you, if they're like you and they like the way you like things, I don't know. Okay, in general, I feel more responsible or compelled to meet the needs of others, yeah. Or I prefer not to be bothered with others' needs. No, I want to help people. In social situations, I typically refrain from making strong assertions, yeah. Am not opposed to calling things as I see them. Well, no. In social situations, I'd rather not be so bold about what I believe. In certain ways. It depends on the audience, too. Like, if there are people who can't take an opinion and just listen, then I'm not going to give them an opinion or a belief or a fact because they might not be able to handle it for whatever reason. When others are hurting emotionally, I feel for them and am moved to help. Tend to feel inadequate and outside of my comfort zone. Yeah, no, I do feel bad. After making a decision or drawing a conclusion, I typically don't change my mind, at least not in a major way. I can answer this question. Often end up questioning or even overturning my original judgment. No, okay, so as much as I want to be flexible with certain decisions, one admission, I'm gonna be honest here. I still like this kid. No matter how much I get frustrated, I still like this kid. So, no, I'm pretty stubborn subconsciously. In social situations, I tend to be more in the background or in the foreground. It depends. I can be in the background. I really can. It really just depends. But I'm going to say I tend to be, like, I end up being in the foreground. It's just where people put me. Which is more true to you? I generally feel at home navigating external affairs, or I sometimes worry about being overwhelmed by the demands of the world. Oh yeah, I can be overwhelmed. Okay, now. Finish. INFP. Whoa, I've changed. Wow, I'm a new person. Wow, so things happen. So I'm more introverted. Wow. Makes sense. I've become a little shy. Now I have to read about INFPs. Okay, take the test. Bye-bye.